were starting to wonder, like, is this a sign we're not supposed to get it? Or is this opposition that we're supposed to persevere through for the big blessing? I really didn't both my hands to do my duck myself, Whew. They say that getting your first investment property is the hardest, and then after that it just gets way easier. Mentally, yes, but this deal was much more challenging to execute.
This was a deal from the devil.
Hey,
what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, The Brawley Story. I'm Brandon.
I'm Christy.
And this is baby Bella. We are here right outside the closing attorney's office for our newest real estate investment. Yep. So we got the details for you coming right up. But before that, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification icon. That way you can get more information about our channels that notify you, ping you anytime we drop a new video. So, all right. So this has been a interesting journey.
Oh yeah.
This thing has fought us to the very end. We are heading back up to the closing attorney's office to sign documents.
Second time.
For the second time.
We did this yesterday, y'all.
We did it already yesterday, and I mean, when I say we've been through so much with this deal, it has been redonkulous. So right now we're headed back. We signed the closing documents yesterday. We're heading back to the attorney's office today just to do the same exact thing because
Sign
it was
a million pieces of paper all over again.
Again. And it's been a hassle, man. I mean, having to wire money again after the fact because the numbers were off and send documentation. It's been annoying. But sometimes you just got to persevere. So this is us persevering so we can get what we want. We'll update you after we sign again.
So y'all, hubby was saying he was not gonna fully rejoice until all the documents have actually been reviewed, even though we signed them. Anyway, we just got word everything has been reviewed, the wire's gone through, everything is done. The deed is done. Now how do you feel?
We won.
Now how do you feel?
We in this thing. So deal number 2 is done.
And what does this mean?
Oh, this means we're gonna be balling. So no, we're not balling, but it's cool. It's a step in the next step.
On the way to balling.
On the way to balling. Yeah, we're not quite balling, but it's good. We'll be getting another $1,000 a month in cash flow from the deal. That's fantastic in an up and coming market.
Yeah, in Atlanta.
It's a duplex. It's renting for $1,150 on each side, $2,300, and we'll be able to pocket. We should be able to pocket about $1,000 a month off it. So very exciting.
Time to celebrate.
We decided to go out to eat, celebrate. Got a little meal in front of us. Got a little mama. We're gonna do something to celebrate every time because you know what? We worked hard to get this deal done. And it was stressful, it was tiring, and you know, it's tempting to just keep going forward, keep on moving, keep working. But we need to take time to celebrate our wins.
Stop and celebrate every win.
This has been ridiculous. This journey's been full of, whew.
They say that getting your first investment property is the hardest, and then after that, it just gets way easier. Mentally, yes, but this deal was much more challenging to execute.
This was a deal from the devil. I mean, this really was. From the very beginning, we started it off. We got it under contract after fierce negotiation. We had, again, fierce negotiation to get this deal to begin with. Then when we do the inspection, something comes up in the inspection that kind of changed the numbers. So we're looking at it and we realized
we pulled out of it.
We pulled out of this deal. We was like, let's not do this. Anyway, my agent was able to negotiate a new price that was much lower. And, well, it was about $12,000 lower. $12,000. So we were buying the house for what? Oh, Lord, baby. You trying to jump out?
She probably wants to sit with me.
Let's switch. She likes her mom better than her dad. Right, just for now. It has been a journey. So starting back with we had the first deal. We had to just pull out of that during due diligence, had to rip that contract up. Then we redid the contract at $12,000 less with $3,000 closing costs. We had it initially under contract for $215,000, came back at $203,000 with $3,000 closing costs. So it was a solid numbers. We tried to move forward. Something happened with the zoning. One of the lenders came back and was like, well, the lender we were initially going to use, we're like, oh, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do this deal. I mean, it was wild, just out of nowhere. We were just set. Everything was moving smoothly. And they were like, no, we're not going to do it. Luckily, I have a good broker, mortgage broker. He was able to pivot. We go to another company, and they were about to write it, but then the appraisal started coming back low. Then they were like, we're going to have to order our own appraisal. We're running out of time, so we're extending and extending. And finally, we just said, okay, let's try this other company. They'll take your existing appraisal, which we already had, and just do an add-on, and we're trying to work it and try to get the best loan-to-value that we can. They come back and they're like, we can only give you 75% loan-to-value. We were expecting 85 to 90% loan-to-value. That's a big,
we were like,
monstrous
difference. World.
Yeah, monstrous, monstrous difference.
Crazy.
So that wasn't fun at all. So we had to figure that thing out. We got we had the money, so we weren't prepared to pay that much of it, but we had the money, and we ended up working the deal out with we ended up working that deal out basically, but the sellers were getting antsy and talking about, oh, we want more earnest money, which is money that you put up that you don't get it back if you can't get the deal done, because we didn't have appraisal clauses. It was stressful. It was definitely stressful.
Yes, it was. We were starting to wonder, like, is this a sign we're not supposed to get it? Or is this opposition that we're supposed to persevere through for the big blessing? Because this one we were super excited about because it's actually a duplex.
Yeah. It's a duplex in Atlanta. And it's already approved for Section 8.
Which means the government is paying the bills.
That's right. And they overpay.
Reliable money.
That's right. That is so true. So we love the numbers. The numbers work. It's just that we kept getting bogus appraisals, and then we finally got a good one, and then lenders couldn't use them, and then finally got someone that would use it. Then, documents aren't ready on time, and we're having to extend. Sellers saying, I'm pulling out if you can't get it done by this date. Everybody was not cooperating. Typos. We had to come up to the office and close yesterday, only to find out we had to do it all over again today.
Yep.
Oodles of fun.
Swallowed up a whole nother day. And they had us drive out to the boonies.
Yes.
To the attorney's office. And the first time, it was 10 minutes away from our house? We live in Atlanta, so we're close to everything.
Not this time.
Not this time.
Not this time. So that was, needless to say, it's been frustrating. How have you felt?
It's pretty out here in the boonies, but it was frustrating to come back.
Oh, very. I mean, just everything about this deal has been frustrating. Both of us yesterday were just like, you know what? Don't even talk to me.
That's why we didn't take a video on the way home yesterday. I was like, we about to take our video to tell, how do you feel? I was like, how do you feel? Like, can't, nah.
Even to the last minute, because we still knew they're like, hey, you're signing documents, there's still a chance this loan won't fund. we've already wired our money. It's outrageous. Outrageous to the last minute.
To the last minute, y'all. So sometimes it's not easy living on a greater level as an investor. The problems you have are different from the problems you used to have.
But that's why you're getting paid.
Exactly.
You're getting paid
That's why we're getting
solve
paid for it.
problems. Solve problems that other people won't. So it took a lot of thinking.
I tell my husband sometimes that's why they pay you the big bucks. Because willing to think outside the box, being willing to persevere even through challenges, but it's all worth it. It's all worth it. We're committed to this journey as real estate investors. We're excited about all of the rewards that it brings, and we're willing to
persevere, figure it out,
do this thing.
Think. We pray heavily. I mean, this whole time we've been praying, God, show us, should we do this? Should we not? You know, how can we make this work? Show me where, and how to get the appraisals the way we need it, and should we just walk away from this thing? And we did walk away, then we came back and got the better numbers. So it's just been a journey, a lot of prayer, a lot of faith, moving forward, no matter what, perseverance, being strong-willed, even when you're just frustrated, you just want to, I don't know, me, I be wanting to just smack somebody. My wife just wants to scream. I want to just go smack somebody, but you can't do that. But it's all kinds of mutiny.
As the saying goes, we pray like it's all up to God and work like it's all up to us.
That's for sure. Yeah, we've been working like a dog and praying even harder.
So anybody that makes it look easy to make money as a real estate investor or any type of investor or any type of business owner, you just don't know the fullness of the story.
Yeah, and some deals are
easy.
Our other deal was much easier than this one. Much easier. It was a little frustrating at times, but it was nothing like this. This is closing day, and it's been up in the air.
But the journey overall has ups and downs. Even just finding the property and getting it under contract to begin with is a hard part in a competitive market like Atlanta's.
But it's been it's worth it. It is worth it in the end. So we're gonna.
It's exciting, very exciting.
We're looking forward to it. I mean, this is just number 2.
Two of many.
That two of many. I like Jay-Z has a line. Not that I bumped him heavily anymore, but he has a line from one of his old albums that just says, back before you had a chance to miss me. So we're back with property number 2.
Number 2.
We should be able to come back with number 3 and on soon. We'll let you know updates when we get that. But this has been a journey. We still encourage people to invest in real estate. It's a great way to build wealth. We're building our wealth. So it's been great. Anyway, this is our story so far with the Brawley story. So make sure that if you like this episode, to like it, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification icon, as well as leave a comment. Let us know your thoughts about any deals that you've been doing, or if you've run into any challenges, or whatever your thoughts are, whatever your hang-ups, maybe why you're not doing real estate, whatever. We'd love to chat with you and converse back and forth through the comments.
So this is just another part of the Brawley story, our second real estate deal. Remember that life is what you make it. So be intentional to make your story worth living. Peace, y'all. Till next time.